Hey Star Wars fans, how you doing? My name is John and welcome back to another Star Wars review. In this video I'll be reviewing 3 exclusive Star Wars 12-inch masterpiece book sets released between 1998 and 2000 by Kenner. Each of these sets were only available at bookstores including Barnes & Noble in the late 90s, and they had a really hefty price tag of $75. So they were very expensive back in the day, but I really like the 12-inch figures that came with them. They were all never released as individual 12-inch figures on their own. And the books themselves got a lot of great illustrations. So let's take a closer look at each set, and I hope you guys enjoy. Here is the first set. This was released in 1998. This is a Star Wars Masterpiece Anakin Skywalker, The Story of Darth Vader edition. This one was released by Kenner. At this time, Kenner was owned by Hasbro. The other two were under Hasbro name, so I should be a little bit more specific. And here's the front. You got a great picture of Darth Vader. Half of his face is Vader, half of it is Anakin. I really like how they put that together. This is a limited edition set. I'm not sure how many of these were actually sold. You look on the back here. You got a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and you got Masterpiece Edition, the bullet points as far as the set itself. Exclusive, fully posable Anakin Skywalker, large collector figure. Deluxe hardcover illustrated history of Darth Vader, comprehensive review of Darth Vader's collectibles, over 100 full-color photographs and illustrations, interviews with George Lucas, Ralph McQuarrie, and others. Okay, and then here's retailed for $75, I mentioned before, so these sets were not cheap by all means. Let's open this up and see what we got. You got a nice Velcro. There's 2 Velcro pieces here, and so it stays closed. You gotta open it up here. You can see on the very top here a little more about the story itself, collector's figures, the book. So talk about the figure, the book itself. This is an exclusive figure that was only released in this set. This is Anakin, 12-inch Anakin. And as you saw him at the end, I guess, as a spirit and at the end of Return of the Jedi. Here's a closer look at Anakin. Doesn't come with any lightsaber or anything like that, but I like the detail on his, to the actual actor in the movie. Show you the book. Here's a closer look at the Star Wars Anakin, The Story of Darth Vader book that comes with the set. This is by Steven Sansweet. For those who don't know who he is, he's probably the world's largest Star Wars collector. At one point he worked for George Lucas and was an archive guy, and pretty cool. So let's take a closer look at the book. What's in it? You got McQuarrie illustrations here. Kind of the beginning concept of Darth Vader. It's really fantastic. The illustrations here in this book are great. Kind of the beginning of how Darth Vader became. Keep in mind this came out in 1998 before any of the prequel movies, so you're not going to have any mention of any of the prequel films. But overall, it's a really great book. This book was exclusive to all these books were exclusive to these sets as well. And it talks about some of the collector items, Star Wars carrying case, Pez dispensers, first 12-inch Star Wars Darth Vader. These are all Darth Vader collectible items here. You got ties, hats, mugs. I have that mug. Caps. So that's the book. Here is C-3PO. This was released in 1999 by Hasbro this time. At this point, Hasbro took over the name, Kenner name, and this is what you get. These were all available at Barnes & Noble. This is where I got them. This was also $75. You got the front, very similar artwork style to the Darth Vader one. Okay. We've got the back. Again, you got bullet points of, what comes with it. Exclusive figure. You get the book. Here's a price tag. And let's open it up. Again, you got the Velcro. The cover flap here, it talks about the Golden Joy, the collector figure. A large collector figure is 12 inches high, fully articulated with limbs that can be detached and reassembled. Okay, and then the book itself. This is the figure. Now notice how the package design is a little bit different in this one, where the Anakin, the package wasn't like this, it's actually snapped together, so it was a little different. And you got this detachable limbs, limited edition. It comes with a bag. Very detailed C-3PO. Never released as an individual figure. Even got the silver leg there. You can see. Take a close look at the book. Funny thing about this book, I didn't realize this book was autographed until I actually recently opened it, and it's autographed by Anthony Daniels. So this is a very limited edition one, autographed by Anthony Daniels, which is really cool. And I didn't realize that it was this version. This is the official fan club signature edition. So I must have gotten this as a fan club. I don't recall. This is a while ago, but I thought I got this at Barnes & Noble for some reason. But it must have been available at the fan club because it is autographed by Anthony Daniels, which is really neat. And it was a nice surprise when I saw that. So again, this book is by Daniel Wallace and Josh Ling. And very similar to the Darth Vader one, it just goes through the story of C-3PO. You got the sketch artwork, Ralph McQuarrie, and how it became, and then, you know, the making him in the movie, making his mask. C-3PO is one of the few characters, I think, in all 6 movies. Anthony Daniels has made a nice living playing C-3PO, doing voice work and all that good stuff. So, and also it goes over the collectibles as well, just like the Darth Vader one. Got the tape thing, that's cool. C-3PO. I remember C-3PO cereal, that was cool. There it is right there, speaking of which. Again, right there. So, really cool artwork book. Very detailed, very cool looking set. Let me show you the last masterpiece set. Finally, the last set I'm going to show you is Aurra Sing, and this came out in 2000. Now, she became very popular because she had a small cameo role in Episode 1 during the pod race scene, and a lot of Star Wars fans instantly fell in love with her, even though she didn't have any speaking role or anything like that, and she's become a fan favorite. She's eventually been in the cartoons, the Clone Wars cartoons, and this is the first time that she's available as a 12-inch figure. In fact, the first time ever that she was available as a figure, because at this point, they did release a 3 3/4 inch figure for Hasbro under the Power of the Jedi line, I believe, but that was not out during this time. So this is really cool. First look, they came again. It's a limited edition. It's by Hasbro. Similar artwork. This is over the Bounty Hunters, Dawn of the Bounty Hunters. Okay, so you got Aurra Sing, you got Boba Fett, all the bounty hunters on the back. Similar artwork to the other sets I just showed you. Again, this was $75. Got this at Barnes & Noble. Got the Velcro. Nothing really too new here. Got the same kind of deal. It talks about the figure itself, the book. And then this is Aurra Sing. She comes in a similar package design as C-3PO. You can see she's kind of skinny, almost like a Barbie doll. And she's got the hair. Here's the back. I like the fact that you can also see the back side of her as far as the detail. She's got the long rifle. It's really neat. And let's take a closer look at the book itself. This book is by Ryder Windham and Josh Ling. And the back is just pretty much plain, but this talks about the bounty hunters. There's Aurra Sing in episode 1. And the makeup and her, you know, look at her fingers there. How she became to be. Talks about the different bounty hunters for most of them were episode 5. Empire Strikes Back. Boba Fett. Here's a picture from Return of the Jedi. Sarlacc Pit. Here's a picture from of Jabba the Hutt with Boba Fett right there. Comics. Great detail, great artwork, and just like the other two, it goes over the collector. So you get the 12-inch Boba Fett I've reviewed before, Underoos, the different figures that were available, 12-inch to 3 3/4 inch. There's the original Leia and Bosch, Slave 1, right there. Vintage. Some vintage, some figures that were during this time period. So Very cool looking book. I think these are fantastic sets, guys. If you guys are collectors, definitely look into getting these for available on eBay and other sites like that. So hope you guys enjoy, and may the force be with you. Take care.